that kind of thing. And, is drawing a lot of attention to the work of Christ flowing through him. And the authorities didn't like that he was talking about Jesus. So he got thrown in jail. And then Peter started singing in jail. You remember that story? And what happened? And the doors of the jail just opened like magic, and he walked out, a free man. So Peter knew something of what it meant to be oppressed and yet singing praises. 30 years ago, in November of 1989, something very special happened. Does anybody know something that happened, a kind of world event that happened in November of 1989? No, not an earthquake. Something else came down. Yeah. Robert, you should know this. The Berlin Wall, there we go. That's right. The Berlin came down. For 40 years, the people in East Berlin and East Germany had been living under oppression. A little bit like what's happening in a very large country today, with whom we have a trade war. And I'm not taking sides in this thing. I think all wars are bad, okay? So, bad stuff shouldn't be happening if it's happening. But there's a lot of oppression happening in the world today that we're not aware of. In a police state where your every movement is watched, where things you say, things you do are being recorded and watched and used in evidence against you. And you can't do anything wrong. But that was the situation in East Germany. The secret police, called the Stasi, were watching people all the time. And people were informing them because the Stasi were very, very powerful. And so if you wanted to be in favor with the authorities, you would just say, you would inform on your neighbors. And so the whole populace became, neighbors informing on people and kids informing the authorities about parents doing something and all this kind of thing, and it was really disastrous and terrible. And they were denied places, they were denied Bibles, places of worship were being closed down or turned into museums, pastors were being watched, their movements tracked and monitored in case they could catch them out for some minor infraction and throw them in jail. This was vividly illustrated to me about this watchfulness. I was with my friends back in Kew, and we were taking Bibles into Eastern Europe. It was actually in Romania, it wasn't in Germany. But as we were on the train, we were going camping and hiking and climbing mountains in East Europe. And we had all our gear, and we had kind of Bibles hidden at the bottom of our backpacks, right, under everything else. And we were on this train and going from the west to the east. And as the train was going along, the military came through. They came through every car, searching every single compartment. And they were pulling up the seats. And they were knocking on all the panels to see if the panels were solid or hollow. And if there's a hollow panel, they were opening to see if there's anything inside there. And we were so afraid because we had a backpacks, right? And we were gearing there with our ropes and our sleeping bags and everything else. And right at the bottom, we had a cushion so it couldn't be felt or seen. We had those Bibles. And we were really worried that they were going to open up our backpacks. It was very, very worrying. And then when we got to the town where we would give the Bibles to the pastor, we would give them the name of the church to go to. And we were pretending to be tourists. So we were pretending to kind of look at the church and everything else. But people were kind of watching us. We had that funny feeling. That you're being watched. And then we asked somebody, well, where's the pastor's house? He said, right over here. And so we went and knocked on the we said, "Hello, Pastor, we have something for you." And so, and then we opened up our backpacks and we saw the Bibles in them. Then he quickly drew the curtains, took the Bibles, put them in a cupboard, closed the cupboard, put stuff on top of them, and then he did this. He came and he gave us a huge bear hug. And he said, "Now we know you care. You guys around the West who are free, and you've got Bibles, and you've got church services, and you don't have to worry about secret police. You came and you helped us. Now we know that you care." It was like, wow. All I did was bring a few Bibles with me. It was a little bit of a risk, yeah. I could have got turned away at the border and sent back to the West, yeah. But these guys, they are living under this surveillance 24/7. And they were under it for 40 years before the wall came down. We're called to be living stones. We're called to worship God. And because we now have freedom in Christ, we can jump for joy. We can truly rejoice in the freedom that we have in Christ. But the wonderful thing is this: even if we're oppressed and under a system of oppression, we still have freedom in Christ. Because it doesn't matter what people do to us, we still belong to Jesus Christ, and we still have His Spirit living in our hearts, and we still have freedom to worship in our hearts. So free to worship. And then the third thing here about living stones is they have to be joined together in order to build something that matters in eternity. Living stones are sort of like a liquid structure, a growing structure, an accommodating structure. And the irony is that we can either be dead stones or we can be living stones. So let's take a look at some images here, and I want to ask you, is this an illustration of dead stones or living stones? Dead or living stones? You see these, I haven't got my pointer today, I should have that back. You see, actually I can kind of do this, can I? Let's see. Okay. That's so good. Okay, you see these concrete structures here, these kind of stones, and these huge kind of, in Britain, these blocks, right? Would you call them dead stones or living stones? This is the building that Berlin Wall, by the way, 7 years ago. Dave, thank you. Thanks, Dave. Okay, Dave got it right. Listen to Dave. Okay, next slide. What's this illustration of, do you think? And what are they doing? Okay, is that an illustration of dead stones or living stones? Living stones! Come on, you're leaving Dave all alone. Come on, guys. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, is this an illustration of dead or living stones? Dead, yeah, she's peering through, she's trying to see the other side because she's been cut off. And this is literally what happened in Berlin. I mean, if you live that side of the street and your other members of your family live the other side of the street, they just put a wall right down the middle of it. And you could not communicate, right? I mean, unless you want to try climbing that wall, which you don't want to do, because they have guards and they have machine gun posts and all that kind of thing, and searchlights and they have dogs and stuff. I mean, you wouldn't want to do that. Okay, next one. Living, right, here we go. Rejoicing at the tearing down of the Berlin Wall, and it was a wonderful thing to see that come down. Living stones that can bring great joy, the joy of freedom and victory. And as a church, as Orchard Valley, we already do some of those things, don't we? The things that bring hope and help and healing to others. We have the San Jose City team that we participate in. We have the Baja Build, which is coming up pretty soon. We'll have the Gen Special Needs Dinner, which is coming up soon. It's in July or something? Yeah, July. We had an orange harvest just this last We had the Paradise Outreach. We have a mobile pack coming up in, is it September? November, right? Or, anyway, keep tuned for mobile pack because all of us can be involved in that, and that's a really great thing to do. And you might say, well, we're already doing so much, we're just very few people, and we're already doing all these things. You know, are you asking us to do a lot more that we're not doing yet? But I ask you, are we doing strategically all the things that truly help us to be living stones working together to the good of our whole community? Are we getting the community involved in these projects and these actions, activities? Are there other ministries that we should think about strategically initiating or participating in? Let's think about this whole question a little bit, okay? Let's think about what is the enemy, and let's think about what could be our response to that. And, you know, how we look at life is very important. If you say to me, well, the enemy is sin, and sin is kind of personal, then obviously the solution is going to be personal. It's going to be, well, I've got to seek holiness, and I probably need some accountability because it's tough trying to do it on my own. What if we think in terms of systems of slavery? There's a little pie chart. Okay, next slide. Pie chart. Systems of slavery. Can you see that pie chart? Yeah? Can you see, there's one very, very big sector here, right? This is the total financial assets of the US government in Q4 2018, right? So going through December 2018, so it's pretty up to date. And this big, big sector here is what? Well, look at this other one here. Mortgages just above it is only 7.4%. Student, what does that mean? That means that all the money that students owe is a lot greater than any of those other things. You know, total trade receivables, it's hardly anything. It's a fraction, right? Taxes. Well, you'd have thought taxes would be a lot more than student loans. But man, it's only 1/3. Do you take all the taxes that you pay, just paid, right? Or the government's collected through you throughout the year and sent the bill in April 15th with you. All the taxes. But no, student loans is 3 times the amount of the annual taxes. So do we have a system here that is somehow corrupt or perverted or enslaving? Yes, we do. Because it means that all of those students, they're going to graduate with a huge amount of debt, and then instead of saving up money to maybe splurge on something fun, or to invest and build up a deposit on a mortgage to buy their own home, they've got to be paying off this debt for decades to come. How's that going to affect them? How's that going to affect the quality of their life? How's that going to affect their ability to raise kids? How's that going to affect the whole economy? I mean, a lot of questions here, right? Now, we're not doing an economic analysis, but you can see that we have a system here of slavery to debt. Is there something that the church as a living stones could be doing about this? Well, you might say, well, I haven't got that much money. You know, like you're asking me to fork out money to help people say. But maybe there is something we can do. Just plain out. Or if you say that the basic problem we have is that of spiritual perversion. Spiritual perversions like Joel and Abijah, and distortions of biblical truth and suppressing scripture and education, and that kind of thing, the Bible in the schools and that kind of thing, if you say that these are the kinds of issues that we face, then obviously we need to turn to God in prayer, and maybe we can act in the legislatures and influence, Congress people and that kind of thing. So we have to determine first of all what is our enemy, and then devise a strategy to overcome that enemy. Well, as you're sitting there, you might feel that, well, I'm not too sure about all this. You might be feeling that, well, I've got a hard enough time just holding everything together myself. God's not asking you to do it all yourself. God's asking us, as a community of believers, to be living stones so that He can build something out of us that is going to impact society greatly. Next slide, please. Let me tell you about the story of a man named Christian Führer. And he was a pastor. He's in the top right-hand corner. And he was a pastor of St. Nicholas Church in Leipzig. Now, you might not know this, but Leipzig in Germany became the focal point of peaceful protests against the suppression of the East German peoples and the slavery which they found themselves under. And this was the system that he was up against, right? That's a picture of the Berlin Wall. And he decided that at his church he would begin peace prayers. So on the 20th of September 1982, every Monday evening, he would hold prayers in his church, prayers for peace. And after the prayers for peace in the church, the people in the church would get up and would hold a